refreshing. What's good, Turf Talk? It's me, Richard Donahue, and
Lennox Stuzak.
Today we're going to have a great video for you. Number 9, next week's live stream, just so you guys know, Tuesday. We're going to be probably live around 4 o'clock, so be there. All right, let's get into it right now. So, Landon.
What's up, man?
If you could steal one player from a division rival, who would it be?
Oh, and I've been telling them our segments. We're just getting right into it.
Yep.
One person from a division rival sent to the Bills. Probably Tyreek Hill, honestly. One of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league. And the Bills are in need with Gabe Davis being gone. They're going to need a wide receiver. And I think that corner, I like having Sauce or Quinnen Williams, but I think that Oliver can get it done. And you got Rasul, you got Trey, you got Taryn, you got Kyer and Benford back there too. I think that another wide receiver would be great.
Yeah, I think Tyreek Hill probably is the best player in the AFC East. I mean, statistically, he had the best season this year. My player that I would pick would be Sauce Gardner. You pair Sauce Gardner with Jalen Ramsey, and with Xavier Howard leaving this year, being cut for a post-June 1st cut. I mean, you need a corner too. You need a nickel corner. Throw Sauce Gardner in there. Get a nickel corner in free agency or the draft. Maybe throw in Cam Smith. Give him a shot. But yeah, I pick Sauce Gardner. So, I mean, it's pretty basic. Those are like the two best players in the division.
I mean,
Josh Allen's probably 3 or top 2, but
I would not say Josh Allen's 3.
where would you put him?
I mean, it depends what team you are. If you're the Jets, I'm taking Josh Allen over Tyreek.
I mean, yeah, but like
if you're
overall,
the Patriots, I'm taking Josh Allen over Tyreek.
Overall, who's your number 1 player in the East?
It's either Tyreek or Josh, honestly.
And then who do you have for 2, Josh?
Well, if I put in Tyreek at 1, then yeah, Josh. They're interchangeable.
Yeah, that's how I feel with 2 and 3 of Sauce and Josh. I think Sauce is he's just as good. Sauce has allowed 0 touchdowns ever in high school, college, and at the NFL.
But Josh Allen, you can't build a team around the corner. It's way harder to build a team around a corner than it is to build a team around a quarterback. You got to think of it that aspect.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it depends though, because if your team has a quarterback, obviously you.
But if you don't have a quarterback and you don't have corners, it's easier to build around corners with how athletic and great corners have been nowadays, where it's hard to build around a corner. Like, you look at free agency this year. There's some good corners out there. There's Gilmore, Jalen Johnson. There's some great corners out there. And you've seen corners a little bit older but still high production like Jalen Ramsey get traded for peanuts.
I don't get how Ramsey got traded for a 3rd. That makes no sense to me.
So,
I mean, it's just like all positions, though. I think it's like when players get older, they can get traded for nothing. Like Amari Cooper for a 5th-round pick to the Browns. That's like the worst trade, I think, ever. Or one of them. D-Hop got traded for a 2nd-round pick.
Oh, he got traded for David Johnson and a 4th.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I said it earlier.
Oh, wait, this year? What did he get traded for?
No, I'm talking about Houston.
Did he get traded this year?
I don't think so.
He was traded second.
Xavier Howard has been cut from the Miami Dolphins as a post-June 1st cut. If we cut him now, it would actually be no help at all. But as we designate it as a June 1st cut, we get the money on June 1st. We get $22.5 million, which ends up sending us to 0. So thank you to Taylor Swift, because without you, the cap would not have gone up as much. We would have went from 50 mil to 30 mil. And then with Agba and Xavier Howard being cut, now we are down to 0. But the only bad part about this is we get the money June 1st. So technically we're still in the negative. I don't know. But Xavier Howard did say that his number 1 team he wants to go to is the Texans. I saw that he wanted to go to the Lions. If he goes to the Texans, I think that would be awesome, because the Texans, there's a lot of people wanting to go to the Texans, which is, I don't get it. Is it just because of CJ Stroud? If you're
D'Amico Ryans.
Is it D'Amico Ryan?
It's how you see how young that team is, and they're probably the best chance. Honestly, they should be way higher than Super Bowl odds to win. I don't think they're top 5, which is absurd to me.
No, yeah, I mean, they overperformed the whole year.
They have so much money, and they got Will Anderson, and they still have draft capital this year from trading up last year to 3.
It's crazy how they recovered from just getting fleeced by the Dolphins and fleeced for DeAndre Hopkins, and Deshaun Watson being traded from the Texans might have been the best thing for them, I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
really set their future.
Look at how he is now. He's like not even a player in the NFL anymore.
He hasn't played.
He's so bad.
He hasn't played in so long. Didn't you want him?
I did not want him.
It was
a
Steelers
cancer.
fans. Steelers fans want him.
He was a cancer, and I didn't want that in the locker room. I mean, we still don't have a quarterback that's like guaranteed franchise. Tua has potential, but I don't know.
Potential.
I just don't know. I don't know if I could put Tua at like a guaranteed lock for a franchise guy.
There's only really, I mean, there's actually a lot of guys who are guaranteed lock.
Like Jordan Love.
Patrick, Josh, Burrow, Jordan Love, Stroud,
Herbert. Would you even put Hurts as a guaranteed lock?
Depends how he performs this year. This is really, this looks like that contract, the first year of that contract for Hurts, it looks a little iffy right now. This could be like I don't know if they got like an out on that contract, but if he performed...
I don't think so.
That's such an interesting downfall. It really is.
Well, I think it really stems from coaching, I think. I think that Nick Sirianni blows.
I hate Nick Sirianni.
Me too.
People want us to talk about the Eagles. I saw some...
The Eagles? What about the Eagles?
They wanted it was Eagles fans in the Trey Greenlaw video. They wanted to hear more about Eagles in the podcast.
I don't like the Eagles.
Yep, that's all all of the Eagles fans get. We don't like the Eagles.
I really don't like the Eagles.
I went to the Bills-Eagles game. I hate Philly fans.
I don't like Dallas. I don't like the Eagles. And those are kind of like the only I don't like the Jags. I really don't like the Jags.
Why not?
I like Trevor Lawrence, but when the Jags in Dan Marino's last game beat him 66-6 or something that, not a fan.
Good taste in your mouth.
Not a fan. Shaq Barrett got released by the Bucks. Come to the Dolphins. Come on.
Dude, he's old.
Dude, I don't care.
You guys have a retirement home at this point.
I don't care. We need edge rushers. He's an edge rusher. He has experience. I don't mind that. I mean, we need depth.
Super Bowl experience, too. Yeah. Super Bowl.
We need depth. I would love Shaq Barrett to the
Depends how much money.
I don't think you'd want a lot. Like, what, less than $4 million?
I don't know. He did only have, one sack last year.
Yeah.
He didn't get a sack last year?
No, I think he had at least one, right? He started. He was a starter.
He did, but I think... I don't know. I don't even... how much Bucks games did you really watch? Other than the playoffs?
Probably one.
I think I watched one.
I watched the game before. Or no, I watched two. I watched the Panthers game. Well, I watched some of it. I'm not watching 9-0.
Yeah.
I watched the Panthers game and I watched another one of the Bucks games, but it wasn't really the whole game. The games kind of sucked.
Yeah, the only full Bucks game I watched that wasn't a playoff game was the Bills Bucks.
Yeah, and the Dolphins didn't face them, so I didn't watch that game.
Battle of Florida.
This one is going to be a heated topic. Is Lamar a Hall of Fame quarterback already?
I see this debate all the time. I don't. Wow, he has 2 MVPs. Didn't deserve it this year.
Okay, but didn't deserve it doesn't really matter when you go for the Hall of Fame. It's still an MVP.
True.
And I mean, what 2 MVP quarterbacks aren't in the Hall of Fame? He's the only one that's not. I mean, Mahomes already could retire now and he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, if Lamar retires now, I don't think he's making the Hall of Fame.
I think if he retires now, he's not, but I think
he's never thrown... Okay, I'm going off...
You can't go off of throwing stats for Lamar. Lamar is
He's a quarterback!
So, rushing still matters. It's overall.
Okay, so Justin Fields should be in the Hall of Fame.
Justin Fields doesn't have the accolades Lamar does.
Justin Fields is not the team Lamar does.
That's true, but I mean, Lamar still... How many times has Lamar been the 1 seed? Twice? 3 times?
Yeah, how many playoff games has he won?
2? 2 or 3?
Yeah, every time he's got the 1 seed, he's never won the playoff game after.
Well, either way, I mean, it's still 2 MVPs. You have, I think he has 2 1,000-yard seasons. He has multiple games where he's 7+ touchdowns rushing. I mean, he's had seasons with almost 30 passing touchdowns, hasn't he? I think, this year he had 24, and it was one of his worst seasons. The year before that, he was hurt. I think his MVP year, he had 28 passing touchdowns, 7 rushing. He had 1,000 yards rushing, 3.5 in the air. I mean...
I don't know if that was a unanimous MVP. I don't really remember that season.
Lamar was a unanimous.
I know, but I don't know if, I'm talking, if I think wise. What even happened that year?
2019?
Was that right before COVID?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
He was a unanimous
I know he was unanimous, but I don't remember who else was in the conversation.
Like,
in my opinion,
CMC had his first 2K season. That was the year. CMC was in the conversation and Lamar was in the conversation. That was it. I think maybe Brady.
Talk about a real MVP who didn't deserve it. Aaron Rodgers in 21.
Oh, dude, Brady should have gotten that.
That was a lock for Brady.
Brady had, 5.3K and he had 45 touchdowns?
They only gave it to Rodgers because Rodgers threw the ball less and he threw 6 less interceptions. Are we serious?
Yeah, and he had 48 touchdowns. He had 48 touchdowns and 4 picks. Didn't he?
Not that year. That was the year. I don't think he had 48 touchdowns ever.
No, yeah, he did.
Not in MVP season, not in those 2 years.
Really?
I think he was at 42 when it was Josh Allen and Lamar. And, I mean, Bills fans, they want to say that Josh...
2020, 48 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't 20... Well, no, that was his MVP year. 2020,
yeah, he went back-to-back. 2020, 2021.
Yeah, so he got 48 touchdowns the first year, 37 touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah, Brady threw 45, 6 picks, and he had
Brady had 12 picks that year.
Okay, yeah, but Brady still threw for 1,000 more yards.
Oh, dude, 5,300. It was his best year of his career. It makes no sense.
How old was he? 44?
44.
Exactly.
That was the year they went to the bowl, wasn't it?
No, that was the year after they went to the bowl. That's when they lost to the Rams.
Oh, then that was his last year.
His second last year. He went back to Tampa and went 8-9.
He was only... How many years did he play in Tampa? 2?
3.
He played 3 years in Tampa?
Super Bowl, lost to the Rams, lost to the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I feel like I didn't know that he played 3 years for Tampa. That's insane.
TB12. He's something.
I saw a video today about this guy when he was talking about Tom Brady 10 years before he retired. He was 35. He said he was on the downfall of his career. And he just stuck with the take. He just kept saying the rest of Tom Brady's career that he was done. And Tom Brady just kept winning. It was when he had 4 Super Bowl wins, or 3 Super Bowl wins, and he was saying Tom Brady was done, like it was over for his career, and then 4 more Super Bowls.
4 Super Bowls later.
In 10 years he won 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah,
that's insane.
his last season. Like, I told you guys, Brady's downfall.
Oh my God.
Some people can't respect greatness.
Here we go. This is our top 5 segment of the week. We got tight ends. So we're gonna go current, then all time.
Pull my list.
Right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have the
same.
same
Going right now first?
Yeah. Current.
Current? Current first and all time.
George Kittle 1.
George Kittle, yeah. Okay, there's so much arguments you can say for Kilby 1. Better blocker. He's a rack machine too.
He doesn't have Mahomes. That's
exactly. Give him Mahomes, and he deals with injuries too. If he's fully healthy.
Yeah, well, Brock Purdy is very good, but he's not Mahomes.
Nobody's Mahomes.
Yeah.
The only close. They're not even close, honestly.
No one's close to Mahomes. Mahomes is generational. There's 3 generational people in the NFL right now. Did you see that? Mahomes, Aaron Donald, Justin Jefferson.
Aaron Donald is generational. Dude, he's made 10. He has 10
All-Pros.
10 All-Pros in his career. He was drafted in 2014. That is crazy. 3 DPOYs, Defensive Rookie of the Year.
He's the best. He's the best defensive player of all time.
Honestly.
He actually might be.
Actually, maybe that's a segment next week, honestly.
We'll talk about
Jefferson is generational, too.
I think Tyreek's generational. Tyreek has had 2 seasons over 1,700 in a row. No other receiver has over 1,700.
I wouldn't go generational just because I'm saying out of the draft.
Yeah.
He's a 5th round pick.
He developed
He was developed. It was a development thing. Yeah.
But
I wouldn't say it was a generational.
Well, the thing I think he's.
I think it was mostly from his hard work too. Generational is usually they work hard, but it's almost all talent.
I don't know.
I think Tyreek is more of a
Well, his speed's generational.
His speed is generational. He's a generational fast player, but I wouldn't go as far and say he's a generational talent.
I don't know.
Which obviously he is.
I think because you look at all these speedy receivers, there's him, not even Waddle. It's him, Henry Ruggs, John Ross, those speedy receivers. He's the only one who's ever panned out.
Yeah, he's 5th round pick, and Ruggs and Ross were both.
First.
They were both first round. Ruggs was 14 or 11, and then Ross was top 10. He was 9.
Wow. I thought he was 6. He was 9?
I think he was 9.
Yeah. Well, I mean, number 2, it's
because they drafted him right over Mahomes. So.
Number 2's a lock. It's Travis Kelce.
Kelce, yeah. I mean, he had a downfall. He's still one of the greatest tight ends of all time. He's still up there receiving.
He's old.
He's just not he's more of a glorified tall receiver, but you got to give the man respect.
He doesn't block, too. I don't like that from Kelce.
No, I don't like that the NFL's went away from blocking tight ends. I don't like that.
I don't know. I mean, there's never going to be a guy like Rob Gronkowski ever again. Rob Gronkowski literally did it all. I mean, George Kittle's the closest thing to it. That's why I have him at 1. Number 3, I have Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I got Andrews too.
I mean,
he's great receiving game. He's an underrated-ish blocker.
Because he got hurt this year, so a lot of people are forgetting about him.
He came back too.
Did he?
He came back in the
From what? I thought he tore his MCL. How did he come back?
He came back in the playoffs.
How?
I have no clue.
He tore his MCL and he was out for the year, and then he comes back 6 weeks later.
That's crazy, dude. Well,
that's like some Rodgers recovery.
He came back in the divisional round. He got injured week 11. Or week 9.
No, it was week 13, because I remember I traded for him late.
No, it was not week 13.
Really?
No. I don't think, no.
I thought it was week 15. I thought it was
No, Burrow did not get hurt that late, because Burrow got hurt that game too.
Oh, really?
It was week 9, yeah.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure, because Burrow tore something in his hand that game.
I didn't know that was that game. Wait, 2 people got hurt that game? 2 studs?
Yeah, Andrews, and I think someone else got hurt that game too. Injuries, man. Injuries. They're terrible. I hate them.
That's crazy.
It is. We had that argument earlier, and... Okay. Let's say something. Leave it in the comments while he's looking at this. What is a more dangerous sport, hockey or football?
Football.
Hockey.
How is hockey more dangerous?
Dude, I'm not bringing this argument back up.
I just don't get how it's more dangerous.
We already thought about this earlier. Just let the comments do it.
Okay.
And you can get your neck slit open.
I mean,
skate.
I guess so, but I don't know.
There's fights. Fights, they allow fist fights in hockey.
So, same with the Bandits.
Yeah. No one said lacrosse wasn't violent either.
Yeah, but it's not. I think lacrosse and hockey are on the same tier. Football is the most dangerous sport. That's why there's so many protocols for football. All the helmets and stuff. There's a reason that there's so much health concerns with football, and football is the sport that's always talked about getting canceled because of how dangerous it is. Hockey isn't ever talked about.
Hockey's also a national sport.
I mean, yeah.
It's all around the world. Football is
that's international.
International, yeah. International, and it's all over the world. So.
Yeah. Number 4, TJ Hawkinson. He got hurt again this year too, but I think he's cracked. I mean, he was one of the best tight ends this year for sure.
Yeah, Hawkinson. He had Josh Dobbs, Nick Mullins, Jaron Hall, and he still has put up production. He's great.
Yep. And then for my number 5, I have Sam Laporta. I know he's a rookie, but dude, the season that he had, I mean, it's borderline one of the better seasons of all time for a tight end. And I mean, I think he had 10 to 12 touchdowns.
He was a touchdown machine, yeah.
And he still, didn't he almost have 1,000 yards? He had 900 and something.
He might have went over 1,000.
Really?
I have no clue.
Well, there's only been 3 rookie tight ends to go over 1,000. Isn't it? Who was the first guy? Kyle Pitts, someone else.
Ozzie Newsome, maybe.
I don't know. I know he was from the 50s.
Yeah.
It was some super old guy.
Yeah.
No, he was a bear. I don't know.
Wait, no, Dicko's a linebacker. Was he a tight end or linebacker?
No, Dicko's a linebacker.
Dicko's a linebacker. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
It's fine.
Who's your 5?
The people I don't think are gonna like this, but David Njoku. All right.
Explain that, because that makes no sense.
Laporta. Making this list, I forgot about Hawkinson. I had Njoku at 4, and then Laporta at 5. I really like Laporta, but Njoku, he's great at making plays when there's nothing there. The thing with Laporta is if you look at the film, most of his plays are off first and second down. A lot of big Njoku plays are third. Third and longs, anything. He can make any coverage work. He can be a corner in coverage. He's a touchdown machine. He's a rack machine. He has great hands. He's an underrated blocker. He's just a freak.
Yeah, but that Browns team is so stacked.
Exactly. That makes it even better. That team is so stacked. There's so many weapons on that team. Not the others. They were hurt a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the beginning of the season, Njoku was still one of like Deshaun's.
I think that O-line helped a lot. That O-line helped Joe.
Yeah, but that O-line was hurt a lot too. That O-line was still a super injured O-line. Both their tackles were hurt, and it's when Njoku's blocking game really showed to me was when that happened. Njoku's a beast, but Laporta. If I were to do a 5A, like 5B, I put Laporta there. Laporta's right there. He's great. But he's just not, like, a blocker type, in my opinion. It's like, he's like Dalton Kincaid. Kincaid is not a blocker at all. Next year, Kincaid's
skinny.
Yeah, Kincaid's 6'3", like. Kincaid ain't the biggest guy.
No.
He's like a glorified slot wide receiver.
He's basically like a skinnier Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's why people were saying that he's the next Kelce or he's the next Cole Beasley for the Bills, but... Next year, Kincaid will be on this list.
I mean, I agree. I think Kincaid could be, but if these 5 guys just all elevate
Who's off
their
this
game,
list next year? What do you think? This list will not be the same next year.
I don't know. I mean,
part of me wants to kind of say Kelce. We saw a little
no
bit.
way.
We saw the downfall this year.
The Chiefs don't have anyone else.
There's free agency. There's
I guess, but I mean, I don't think the Chiefs are gonna trust a rookie. Or I mean,
I'm just saying I don't know if Kelsey's gonna still be a top 5 tight end next year.
I think he will.
We might be like statistically.
It could be Andrews because Andrews has Likely on his team, and Likely was a beast this year. So Andrews could take a step back.
Dude, people who have Likely in their top 10, I don't really like that though.
I have Likely at like 9. Likely was a savage when he played.
I like Likely. I like him.
That one-handed catch he had on the Dolphins was disgusting.
He's on my fantasy team. I like him, but I just would not say. I don't think he's had enough playing time to put him at 10.
I mean, I guess, but
he's there.
The way that he showed how he could play was insane.
I know he's good. I saw him on my fantasy team, and I needed a guy to pick up. I picked him up, and he was that guy. But I don't know if he's in my top 10 just yet.
My honorable mentions is Evan Ingram and David Njoku, both really good guys. I mean, they can both block, they can both catch, they good route runners.
Ingram can't block.
Ingram blocked.
He's not a great blocker.
He's not a great blocker, but they both can do it.
He's more
they
of a
use Ingram.
receiver.
They use him to pinch the end a lot, like on pitches to ETN. He would pinch on the end a lot.
When I think of Ingram, I think more of a receiver though.
Well, he is a receiver. He's a more receiving type of tight end, but he can't.
I think more of his like Giant when he was on the Giants. Honestly,
they didn't use him as a blocker on the Giants.
They used him as a receiver on the Giants. So that's probably why I think more of him on the Giants than on the Jaguars.
Yeah. Do you have any more honorable mentions?
Laporta and probably Ingram too.
Yeah, Ingram's a beast.
Honestly, Laporta and Njoku for me, they can switch, alternate. Honestly, I like both of them, but I'm gonna take Njoku.
Top 5 tight ends of all time. I'm really excited about this because we probably have the same list, but
around the same list.
I have a couple of guys on here that I'm excited for it. That's all I can say. So my number 1's Gronk. He's dominant. He's like the Shaq of football.
Yeah, it's Gronk. He's like what, 6'6". He can catch, he can run, he can block. There's nothing Gronk can't do.
Except for kick a field goal.
Yeah.
Can't kick a field goal.
What's this kick of destiny? Are we serious? It's so hyped up every year. Well, it's been 2 years.
Can't do it.
So hyped up. Missed, and this year, it was terrible this year. God awful.
And he was hyping himself up. He said he trained all year.
Hey, Gronk, if you're watching this, do better.
Yeah, Gronk, I know you're watching this.
He can kick better.
yeah, I can. Number 2, Antonio Gates. Touchdown machine. Like, ridiculous touchdown machine. And you're on an offense with Phillip Rivers, who, he's good. He's one of the all-time greats, and like statistically, he's not that good. He really wasn't that good. And then you have LaDainian Tomlinson, who's having literally the best running back season like ever.
And he still scores like 13 to 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's insane.
He's not a yard guy. He's a touchdown guy.
LaDainian Tomlinson was like the most touchdown scoring running back ever. And then you got Gates, who is just getting 3 touchdown games all the time. Dude, Phillip Rivers, literally all he had to do was just to Antonio Gates in the red zone.
Me in that QB, I can do it.
Anyone could do it, dude. Put a toddler back there as long as I can throw it to Antonio Gates. I'm telling you, Gates at 2.
I got Gonzalez at 2 because I I feel like everyone always has Gonzalez 1. He's not better than Gronk, but he has great hands. I think he probably has some of the best hands for a tight end all time. Honestly, his hands are crazy. He's not the greatest blocker in the world. That's why, I'm not the biggest Gonzalez fan just because he's not the greatest blocker in the world. I like blocking tight ends. That's my... If I'm a GM, I'm drafting a blocking tight end. But Gonzalez, he can run routes really crisp. And honestly, he's better than Travis Kelce, so...
Well, I have Gonzalez at 3 too, but I think one of the reasons his hands were so good is during that time period. Stick'ems was all the rage. You look at Jerry Rice.
Yeah, that's actually a good...
I bet that Gonzalez was using them. Gonzalez was a great route runner, probably the best tight end in Chiefs history, Falcons history. I'm going to go Gonzalez at 3. He pretty much said everything I was going to say. Yeah. It's pretty much locked there for me.
Really nice route runner.
Yeah.
3, another really nice route runner. Probably the best third down threat for a tight end of all time, Travis Kelce. He is uncoverable on third down. You look at in the Super Bowl, you look at any other Super Bowl he's played in, any game, clutch game, you can always throw to Kelce, even if he's having a down year. And, I guess it's just his journey makes it even more impressive, too. Mm-hmm. He was a quarterback going into Cincinnati, and then he was a partier, all that, caught on drugs and all that, and he really stepped up his act and made his way to the NFL and one of the greatest times of all time.
Pretty much only to thank Jason Kelce for that.
Yeah, Jason Kelce really made you there, Travis.
Great brother, Jason Kelce.
Just like Taylor Swift made Travis Kelce.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Number 4, I have Travis Kelce. Great route runner, one of the most consistent tight ends of all time. Longevity was crazy. He was doing it with Alex Smith. He did it with Chad Henne, and now he's doing it with one of the best, Mahomes. He's a savage. He's great. I think Kelce has the potential to move up in this list for me. If he could have 1 or 2 more years of 1,000-yard seasons, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think he's towards the end of his career, and with the Chiefs having the draft a receiver here, it's going to take some load off of the already decline season he had.
34 years old too.
Yeah, he's just pretty much a bigger receiver for me.
Look at when Gronk came out of retirement for the Bucs, he didn't do that much. Really. He was not the main focus of that offense like Kelce is.
No, but Gronk was just one of those reliable guys where you knew he could trust.
Yeah, that's why he was there.
And he had 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl, which I thought he should have won MVP. That's just me. The bias always quarterback had to get it, but...
Who won MVP? Oh, it was Tom Brady.
Yeah, Brady. Even though, dude, 2 touchdowns from a 34-year-old? 30... Yeah, 30... Yeah.
Well,
33. He was 33.
Brady's 43.
I guess so, but 2 touchdowns to... 3 touchdowns? Because AB had 1?
Yeah.
So 3 touchdowns?
Leonard Fournette had a rushing one.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it should have went to Gronk.
There's a lot of arguments with Super Bowl MVPs.
Oh, dude, Sony Michel, or not Sony Michel,
James White
should have gotten
I love James
against
White.
The Falcons.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
And then Damian Williams should have got it that year.
Dude, Nick Bolton should have gotten it the past 2 years. Nick Bolton is literally the best player on the Chiefs.
I feel like we've done that argument before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. My 4 is going to be Antonio Gates. He said it all. Red zone threat. I don't have anything else to say. You said everything there is to say about it.
I love Antonio Gates.
Great blocker.
Number 5, catch you off guard here. Jimmy Graham, dude. Jimmy Graham in his prime was, he was fighting with Gronk as the best tight end in the league. And him, Jason Witten was always fighting with Jimmy Graham. He was never in the Gronk conversation, but Jimmy Graham and Gronk were neck and neck for forever, dude. Jimmy Graham had that connection with Breeze. Jimmy Graham...
Had a connection with Russ, too.
Yeah, and dude, Jimmy Graham played forever. He played in the game that Mitch Trubisky won the MVP in 2020.
He's still playing today. He caught 3 touchdowns this year. He was a red zone machine.
Dude, he's insane. How old is he?
Dude, he's 36, 37.
He's like Mercedes Lewis.
And you know what he's doing? I was telling you this before we started rolling the camera. He's on some charity rowing event where it's 90 days.
That's crazy.
You're rowing in the Atlantic Ocean.
That's
you get a 3-hour sleep break and then you got to pick up a shift. It's crazy.
That's
He's
insane.
actually nuts.
He's a beast.
He is athletic. He's athletically like insane too.
Yeah.
So the reason I have Shannon Sharp at 5 is because, I mean, during that time with John Elway, he was probably isn't like the right man. I mean, great receiving threat. He could block. He was fast. There's not a lot that Shannon Sharp couldn't do, and he really is an all-time great. I don't like what he's doing anymore. He's making terrible takes nowadays. On whatever
Skip
show he's on.
Bayless.
I don't think he's on that.
He's not, but Skip Bayless like made him cry, and he went off Skip Bayless now.
I don't like what he does now, but he was a good player.
So, let's talk about the Bandits real quick. I went to the game.
I watched the game.
It was okay. So the Bandits I watched. I think that they're the best team skill-wise in the NLL.
Oh, 100%.
'Cause you got-
they're the best talent-wise team.
Dude, you got like 5 guys that are like the best at their position, and they just all feed off each other. The problem with the team, I think, is coaching. I say this every
I've
week.
started to see it more. You said it one of our first weeks doing the podcast. I thought it was a terrible take, but the more you look into what's going on,
Penalties, man.
they had more penalties
Face-offs.
than face-off. Okay. Ian McKay, get out of here, dude. I get he's like the chaos, the PLL chaos, like they're their face-off guy. Dude, y'all might need a new face-off guy. Because last week Ian McKay wasn't there, like, oh, it's because we lost so many face-offs because McKay wasn't there.
He's back.
What happened this week?
We won our first face-off in 3 weeks, and we only won 1. And McKay didn't even do it. It was he hit it, and someone else got it. So get rid of McKay. We need a new face-off guy. And the penalties, dude. We need to be disciplined. They need to run for penalties. It's ridiculous. And I get that the refs were on Albany's dicks. Like, honestly.
Okay.
They were. It was bad.
Watch the language. Language.
The whole game, the whole arena was freaking out. And I get that if it was like fair punishments. Dude, literally, it's not even funny. They would have a fight, and then 3 Bandits players would be in the box, one
It happened
Albany
like
player.
3 separate times.
One Albany player. It's 6 guys fighting.
Dude, number 7 on Albany. That was not I hate number 7 on Albany. No,
Yeah.
if he's watching this, I'm sorry, man. You were getting me mad during the game.
Dude,
He'd be starting all these altercations, then he'd act like the victim. I'm like, dude, get out of here.
dude,
Parolo's gotta chill. Like, every penalty on Parolo, I was okay with. Dude's the team captain. You can't be acting like this, dude. Get your stuff together.
It's ridiculous.
Come on.
We're
We're rooting for you.
The Dane and Burns connection is ridiculous. I'm telling you. Dane and Burns, it's better than Allen and Dix.
Yeah.
Dane leads the league in assists with 58, 59 now?
Yeah, I see where I interrupt you now.
Yeah.
I just did that. I see that now.
58 or 59, and second place is like 53 or 52. Like he's way ahead. Got what's his name? The attack that I'm forgetting. Frazier is a savage. Frazier makes like 80% of his shots.
His shots are crazy. Buchanan's good too.
Oh, Buchanan's awesome. These are just guys that are like the best in the league, and we still can't win. We're 5-5.
Defense, man. That defense was not. I mean, we had a rookie goalie in. He didn't have the best outing either, but it's his first ever NLL game.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect from him? And the defense wasn't helping him, man. There was a guy right there on him every time.
He showed a ton of promise, in my opinion. I mean, he's not Vince, but he showed a ton of promise, and it's not even his fault. When you're 2 men down, 3 men down, a man down the whole game, what are you supposed to do? Like,
he only allowed 12 goals because one of them was an empty netter. So, shout out to that goalie who scored that empty netter.
Oh.
Good for you.
Typical Bandits were about to make a comeback, and then they just sell. We couldn't get it done.
Put this in a perspective. The Buffalo Sabres are playing better than the Bandits right now.
I refuse to watch the Sabres, man.
Can we just roll into the Sabres segment real quick? I want to talk about the Sabres.
Yeah, talk about it.
What was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? You had to exit the room to hear about the Sabres?
I mean, they're good now.
What happened? We're on a 3-game win streak, and I'm actually having so much fun watching the Sabres. Now, as I say this, they play tonight against the Florida Panthers. So when they lose 9-1, put on the screen right here. It's It's gonna come back to haunt me.
I hope so. They're my favorite team.
Pekka Luukkonen. I love this man. There's nothing not to like about him. His face, you gotta love it.
Dude, get out of here.
No. Okay, you said Chet wasn't that bad looking. Pekka Luukkonen, dude. He's a cute fella. In the most unweird way. In the most unweird way. He is. He's handsome. He's a great goalie. He's showing his full potential. That's all I really want to talk about the Sabres was Pekka Luukkonen. My favorite player.
Dude, they need to get a new owner. They need to get a new head coach.
Hey, Granato's starting to step it up a bit. I'm liking Granato's game as of the past 3
They
games.
do this every year.
Yeah, I know.
They do it every year.
That's what's keeping Granato's job alive is the rush that they could maybe make the playoffs.
It's ridiculous.
I think we're at like 8.2% chance right now. So there's still a chance. Sabres fans, there's still a chance.
Hey, to be fair, the Bills were at what, like 14%?
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Yeah, the Bills.
Buffalo.
Bills might be more talented than.
No, the Sabres don't have a lot of talent.
Well, they have talent. They just aren't using it.
Yeah.
Owen Powers, great game.
Yep.
That's all I got to say on the Sabres. Pekka Luukkonen.
Tyreek Hill wants to box Jake Paul. What is he doing, man?
I knew nothing about this.
What is he talking about? Tyreek Hill is just going on some side quests. Like he's like, and now that he's completed everything he wants to do in the NFL.
Dude, you talked about like being a porn star.
Yeah, no, he wants to be a porn star. He wants to box Jake Paul. He's ridiculous, dude. I'm sick of Tyreek. I mean, he's our whole team. He's our whole team, and I love him, but I'm sick of his antics. He's like Antonio Brown. We got to get him checked for CTE. I love him though. He's my favorite player in the NFL right now. He's awesome. That's just ridiculous. I saw that today. Hey, I had to talk about it.
Tyreek or Jake Paul? Tyreek?
I don't know.
If it's Logan
Jake's
Paul.
an actual boxer.
If it's Logan Paul, I'm taking Logan.
Jake's an actual boxer.
I hate Jake.
I think Jake's better than Logan for sure. Jake faces he's like 10-1. He's only lost to Tommy Fury.
I didn't know Jake was that good.
Yeah, he's good now. Like, he's actually legit. He faces real boxers. He knocked out the best striker, Anderson Silva.
Isn't Logan Paul in the WWE now?
Yeah, Logan Paul's on some side quests too, but
dude, they went from YouTubers to boxers.
I know. I don't know how that happened.
That's so random.
It's sick though. I love it. YouTube boxing was so fun. CJ Stroud and Jamar Chase. This pissed me off. I'm sorry, but
that's two curse words.
I'm sorry. I'm going off right now, but Jamar Chase, you're gonna throw Joe Burrow under the bus like this? Like, listen to this quote from the Pro Bowl. CJ, I know you want to come play with me, brother. Come on. From Jamar Chase. So you're just throwing away your college teammate like that? Dude, he gets hurt, what, one time with you? What's going on? I mean, he's got hurt his rookie year, but Jamar wasn't on the team. That's your boy.
Hey,
what
listen,
is this?
Jamar, he won you a national championship, too. I know you were on the team.
And he went to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, what do you...
This is...
didn't get you... That's 3. He didn't get you the ball in the last play of the game that Aaron Donald mangled him?
That's stupid. I hate that. Oh, I get it. CJ's a GOAT. He had the best rookie season, one of the best top 3 at least. But, like, come on, Jamar. What is that? That's not even funny. Like, Joe Burrow is easily a top 3 quarterback in the NFL.
Ohio State Buckeye.
I mean, easily.
What?
Ohio State Buckeye.
CJ Stroud.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Joe Burrow. Technically...
Ohio State Buckeye.
No, he was not an Ohio State Buckeye. I mean, he was, but he...
Number 10?
Dude, I don't...
Joe Burrow.
Alright. This is our main segment of the video. Every team's MVP. So we're gonna go... I'll just go division. So we'll do AFC East first. I'll do the division, then you do it.
Yeah, man. I'm fine with that, actually.
Buffalo, Josh Allen. That's basic. Miami, Tyreek. That, obviously. The Jets, Sauce Gardner. Obviously. And the Patriots, Ezekiel Elliott.
Did you make your list by division? I did mine in alphabetical order. Shoot. Alright. It's gonna take...
Alphabetical order.
Look, I did it in alphabetical order.
Why?
Because I thought that's how we were doing it.
Okay.
I made this like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
All right, Buffalo, Josh Allen. Miami, Tyreek. New England, probably my favorite player, other than Kyle Duggar, Jabril Peppers. Great safety. I like him. Where's the Jets? Quinton Williams. I mean, you cannot run the ball, Quinton Williams. You got to worry about him when he's pass rushing. You got to worry about him when you're throwing the ball.
I think underrated is...
Honorable mention is Quincy Williams, his brother. And
What about Sauce?
Sauce is there too. Sauce is there too.
Dude, Zeke is underrated. Have you seen this? Dude, put Zeke's stats up on the screen right here. Zeke actually went off this year. And towards the end of the year, he was like fantasy running back 4.
Hey. Ohio State Buckeye.
Oh my God.
That's a bet, actually. I can't do it.
Zeke actually was the Patriots MVP in my opinion.
That's why you wear number 15. You know what he wore at Ohio State?
AFC West. I'm pretty sure this is it. So we got to go Chiefs, Mahomes, obviously. Chargers, Keenan Allen stayed healthy until Herbert was out.
I forgot about Keenan Allen.
Raiders, Max Crosby. They have no one else. And then you got the Broncos with Pat Surtain. PC2. Come on now.
I'm not gonna lie. For the Chiefs, I don't want to be that basic and pick Mahomes, but I picked Mahomes anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Chill out.
What do you mean be basic? He is their MVP.
Chris Jones, dude. He disrupted like everything.
Bro.
He disrupted like everything.
Don't tell me that you're not. Okay.
He's my honorable mention.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes is my guy.
Okay.
What teams are in that division?
Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. That's your favorite team's
Raiders.
division.
No, it's not.
Oh, second favorite team. Okay.
Max Crosby,
used to be
Raiders.
his favorite team.
Yeah. Until Henry Ruggs decided to be cool. Max Crosby, Khalil Mack. Oh, wait.
Khalil Mack for the Chargers?
Shoot, dude. I just meant... Cut this part out. Hold up. I'm actually so lost right now. Alright, I'm going to clap. That's when you redo it, alright? Re-put it in.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, so for the Raiders, I have Max Crosby. And then for the Chargers, I have Khalil Mack. He's a sack demon. Honestly, he did great this year, even though he's super old. And then the... Broncos? What did I pick? Yo, this is not alphabetical like it was supposed to be. Oh, and Denver. Cortland Sutton. He was great this year. Great receiver.
Alright, I mean, if I guess I get the Khalil Mack, but Cortland Sutton? I mean, he did have, what do you have, like 13 touchdowns?
Yeah, it was great. It was him or Surtain.
Yeah. Jags, gotta go Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he's their quarterback. Got Colts Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner Minshew went off this year, bro. Houston, CJ Stroud, and then Titans, that has to be Derrick Henry. They have nothing else.
So I had for the Texans, CJ Stroud. Gave Will Anderson an honorable mention. Heck yeah, dude. Jacksonville, Josh Allen, the other one. He's crazy.
The black Josh Allen. Just to clarify.
Okay. Yeah. Titans, Derrick Henry. When isn't Derrick Henry that guy? And then, did I say the Colts already? No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Colts, it's probably going to be Pittman because he was great, even with Richardson and Minshew. Minshew, honorable mention, though.
Yeah, Minshew was a GOAT.
Minshew's that guy.
All right, now we're going to go into the North. So I'm going to go Steelers, TJ Watt, Bengals, Jamar Chase, Ravens, Lamar. Actually, I'm changing mine on the spot. You can't. I want to put Lamar there, but
Let's go. That makes.
No, I have to put Lamar, dude. He was the MVP.
That makes me sound more stupid. No, I don't think I took Lamar.
Lamar was the league MVP. I mean, honestly, for the Ravens, it probably was Roquan Smith, but you can't put the league MVP not on his team MVP. So I mean Lamar. Oh yeah, sorry. Browns, Myles Garrett. That's obvious.
You into the? I swear you into the Bengals.
Jamar Chase. I already did that.
Lamar for the Ravens, but honorable mention, Kyle Hamilton. You didn't mention.
Is that who you picked?
At first, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I switched it. I'm not trying to deal with the backlash.
The backlash? What are you talking about?
Dude, this alphabetical order thing threw me off. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. We're just gonna Cleveland, Myles Garrett. I will mention Mark Cooper, but Myles Garrett, Probably shouldn't have won Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. Won it anyway. Cincinnati, Trey Hendrickson.
All right, I like
Trey
that.
Hendrickson's a really good pass rusher.
Didn't he have like 17 sacks? What do you have, 15?
I hear like 12.
Really?
I don't think anybody got more than like 17 this year.
Yeah, that's why I thought he had 17.
He did not lead the league, pal.
Well, who tied him? Was it Danielle Hunter? Danielle Hunter and
Yeah, I think it was him.
Okay.
Steelers, TJ Watt. And then that's it.
All right, so now we're gonna go NFC West. Niners, CMC, Seahawks, DK Metcalf, Rams, Puka / Kyron. I couldn't pick between them. Both 4th round picks, goated. And the Cardinals, Kyler Murray.
I'm pretty sure Puka was a 5th.
Sorry, 5th round pick. The Cardinals were nothing before Kyler Murray, so Kyler Murray.
Facts.
Sure.
Preach. I hate the Kyler Murray slander. Mm-hmm. But I'm not taking him for team MVP. I'm taking James Conner just because he played the whole year. All right, and James Conner was a beast. Honestly, dude. Look at the stats. You can put them up right here if you want. But James Conner, Kyler Murray didn't play all year. I wanted to put Josh Dobbs, but he didn't play there all year. That was going to be a fun one. The Rams, Puka Nacua, and honorable mention Kyron. Puka Nacua's... Can't look at Puka Nacua and not smile. He's always smiling. He's always, dude, why are you looking at me like
you're going weird this episode.
No, I'm just saying, like, he's always smiling. He's such a happy guy. Great football player. I'm not saying it to be weird.
All right. All right.
Stop it, please. Niners, I'm taking CMC.
And Seahawks.
Devon Witherspoon.
Oh, yeah, that's a good pick. Buccaneers got to go Baker. Saints Kamara, when he came back, he was an absolute stud. Thank you. Bless up. Got him in like 12th round of fantasy.
You're making this weird.
Falcons, Bijan. No, who else? Maybe Drake London. Panthers, Bryce Young. There's literally, I guess you could put Thielen, but there's literally no one else for the Panthers. So Bryce Young has no help. Get that man some help.
Yeah, you forgot about someone on Atlanta.
Who?
Jesse Bates. Best safety in the league.
Yeah, that's true.
Over Bijan.
I'd say Bijan. Bijan definitely was the team MVP in my opinion.
No. Just Bates, best safety in the league, man. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield. You're gonna call me weird if I say anything about him, so I won't say him. Dude, I hate this alphabetical order.
Why would you do it?
I'm getting mad, dude.
Why would you do it in alphabetical order?
Look at this. I did it alphabetically. Because I'm really smart, right? What? Who do I need? Carolina,
Saints
Adam
and
Thielen.
Carolina.
But who even are the Saints? Alvin Kamara, because I can't. To be honest, right now I can't even think of another player on the Saints.
All right, so I'm gonna go. This is the East, NFC East. Eagles, Jason Kelsey. I mean, he clearly. Cowboys, Micah Parsons. I mean, direct land, but he allowed way too many yards. The Giants, Kayvon Thibodeau. I love Kayvon Thibodeau. Honorable mention to my guy, Tommy DeVito. And gotta go Commanders, Terry McLaurin.
But it would have been weird if I said Josh Dobbs for the Vikings.
I said honorable mention. Yo, okay. Tommy DeVito went 3-2 in his.
Why did he get benched?
Because he didn't have that many yards. But he's a winner. If
I'm GM, I'm starting Tommy DeVito. Giants, I picked Dexter Lawrence. My honorable mention would be Bobby Okereke. He's a great player. I like him. Saquon wasn't there this year. He was hurt. Half that team, that offense was hurt. Dexter Lawrence. Not going to say what I was going to say because you're going to call me weird. Washington. Did you do Washington? You picked McLaurin, Ohio State. I did it like it's like this. I'm stupid.
It's the O.
Yeah, I kept doing it like this.
Why would you do it?
No,
like
I don't know.
this? Okay, just keep going.
I'm not having
Eagles, Cowboys.
I'm not having a good podcast right now, right? Eagles, I'm taking Jason Kelsey, and then Cowboys, give me Sedarian Lamb. 1,700 receiving yards, few touchdowns. Longest touchdown reception of the year, too. Behind, or actually in front of Khalil Shakir. So.
All right, and then I'm going to go, I don't even know what the North. Bears, DJ Moore. I mean, the one game I loved watching it. Had him in fantasy, got me 84 points because my league's inflated. DJ Moore, dude, he had that one game, 3 touchdowns, 221 receiving yards, absolute stud. He's their MVP. Lions, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Packers, Jordan Love. I think he's already a Hall of Famer. I'm joking, but he's a Packer. He's going to be. And the Vikings, Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson had missed 7 games and had 1,000 yards. You can't.
I was joking.
Okay.
Chill, dude.
What about Nick Mullins? He had 400 yards that one game.
Dude, he had 400 yards in every game he played, but he had like 5 receptions.
Why does Nick Mullins blow? But he's also like awesome.
Fantasy legend.
Yeah.
Chicago, Jalen Johnson. Honorable mention to DJ Moore. Top 10, top 7, top 5 quarterback in the league, perhaps. Jalen Johnson, he's a stud. Chicago is smart. They'll send that boy
A blank check. Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't even know.
Send him a blank check. Let him write the numbers himself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not having a good time right now.
It's because you have to set yourself up for success. What is that?
Set myself up for success. All right, Detroit, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Green Bay, Jordan Love, and then the Minnesota Vikings.
Josh Dobbs.
I wish I could say Josh Dobbs, but makes me sad I can't say him. But I'm going to take Daniel Hunter. I know what Jefferson did was pretty great, but Daniel Hunter was consistent all year. Contract year. Josh Dobbs, honorable mention.
All right, so we got 7 minutes left in the podcast. We have 3 topics left. We don't even have to rapid fire because these are pretty short topics. There's one that I'm going to save for last because it's just stupid. LeBron, he's 74 points away from 40,000. Impressive, LeBron. Congratulations. Anything you want to say?
He's the GOAT.
This guy's a LeBron
He's
meat
the
right
GOAT.
here. He loves LeBron.
I forgot to grab my LeBron jersey. I was going to put it on for the segment.
LeBron is not the GOAT, but we'll talk about that another time. You say everything you want to say about LeBron?
He's the GOAT.
All right, we're done.
He's the GOAT.
Will the Jets surprise everyone this year?
No.
I think they'll have more than 10 wins. I think 11 or 12 because they're going to have a healthy Rodgers, who you forget who Rodgers is. They're going to draft another tackle, in my opinion. Pair it with Mekhi Becton. A healthy Mekhi Becton is great. And the defense is coming back. So that defense was elite. And if you pair it with a comparable offense, that defense won't be exhausted and fatigued. And I think this team is going to be pretty decent. I think they might get second in the East behind the Miami Dolphins. Video coming soon.
Hey, guys. When the Jets draft a tackle and he completely underperforms his first year and Rodgers gets sacked like 50 times, you'll come back to this video and say I'm a guru, okay? They're not going to do good because there's no way they have... I don't know what their cap space is right now, but there's no way they have that much money. I think they're going to draft a tackle, but I don't think he's going to be good to start out. I don't think Mekhi Becton's that good either, I'm going to be honest with you. Very injury prone.
I mean, he is, but when he's healthy,
Bad knees. Elijah Vera Tucker, also another guy, bad knees.
Yeah, but Elijah Vera Tucker, when he's healthy, another guy that's just a stud.
He's good, but if many ifs.
I guess so.
That defense is still insane, but the Jets will be the Jets.
I mean, the Jets are the Jets, but
straight up.
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers.
I don't care what Aaron Rodgers... I'm going to be honest. Aaron Rodgers fall off on the come up.
Okay. Russell Wilson says he wants 2 more Super Bowls in the next 5 years. What are you smoking? Who, what, where, when, why do you think that this is going to happen? You blow. You got cut from the Broncos. I mean, he had a really good year with the Broncos, actually.
He got cut.
He didn't get cut. He got benched. I'm sorry. But I think he's going to be a great quarterback coming out if he goes to the right team. If he goes to like a Falcons, dude, him on the Falcons with Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan, that great defense, I could see them being contenders. you're not gonna win rings, dude. You're what are you, 34, going on 35, or going on 34? You're too old, and I just don't think he has the scrambling ability that he used to anymore. You gotta get a play action offense.
Backup quarterback. Win a ring that way.
I mean, yeah, maybe go to the Chiefs, get a ring then.
Who do you think you are, man? That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, what you had a private offense before. You're not that guy. All right.
Yeah.
You're not him anymore.
Yeah.
You're not a top quarterback in the league anymore. You're not top 10. I don't think you can lead an offense. You can't scramble as well.
Mm-hmm.
Your arm strength isn't there anymore. Your decision making isn't there anymore. You're not winning a Super Bowl anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you, Russ.
Congratulations. Once again, I'll be there this weekend. Iroquois cheer, going for states. Let's go win states. Let's go, boys.
Iroquois boys basketball, too. And girls basketball. Congratulations.
Yeah. Hey, guys, you see that?
Hey, shout out Erica Kostuziak, too. Turf Talk Mom.
Oh, yeah, we love Miss Erica Kostuziak because she hooked us up with the Dr. Peppy. You guys see this?
Dr. Pepper won't sponsor us.
Turf Talk. Subscribe. If you're here and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Get off our channel.
You're here. You watched the whole way through. You got to subscribe at this point. What do you got to say?
Dude.
What do you got to
What I
say?
gotta say? Subscribe. Like the video. Camera's a little low.
Okay, let's fix this bad boy.
Sign out.
Richard Donahue and
Landon Kostusiak.
signing out. Goodbye.